Hi, hello, happy Monday. Well, not so happy Monday, but hello. It is Monday. New week. It was it was a start into the week. Um at least for the German section here, because we had an election Sunday and it was a Sunday. And I had a bureaucracy call today already. So I decided, since the government and the system is fucking me up, we slay a princess. So that's what we're doing, playing Slay the Princess today. That was a very spontaneous idea, but the thing is, I played that game already. I played it when it came out, because what a week. It's only Monday, Captain. Yeah. I played it when it came out because one of the two voice actors in it is Jonathan Sims, the creator and writer and actor of the Magnus archives, and I fucking love that man. And that was when I was sold on it, and it's really, really good. And I will try to get paths I actually haven't seen yet, because they added an update. It's now called the Pristine Cut. And I'm really, really excited to see what that means, actually. So, without further ado, let's go. Does that work? That works. Yeah, content warning. This is a horror game, and I think that is something people shouldn't forget in that game. It is really, really a horror game, and it's not the usual jump scare horror, but it has its moment of sound quality. Let's keep it at that. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. I'm so in love with the music. But yeah. References. That's all fine. That's also fine. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah. New game. I have some loads that are fucking old. My god, I didn't touch that in forever. So we're just going in with a new game and see what happens. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I could talk. I think what some of the base dialogue I just know by heart by now.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I like that we get no ease in. There's a princess that needs slaying, or the world is ending. You need to slay her. Good luck. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, I can. I probably can. No. I can put everything else a bit down and make it louder on your end. Yeah, let's see if that happens. The end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay. Okay. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Yeah, well. Okay. Look at him. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Vive la Revolution! That's
the spirit.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just slay a princess.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I also like that it's actually like layered. You have that, you have the trees, you have this, and then you have it's so beautifully drawn.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Sure, let's
We're not
go.
gonna go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Hero! Oh, Hero, my little puppy. Oh god, I love the voices we all get while playing that, and oh my god, I love all those voices, and he's such a puppy. John, that's the spirit, has the same intonation as the Mox military recruiters, and he did. What? In mechanisms, or what's the context I'm missing?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, let me. Can I change that while streaming? Actually, oh, I can. How nice! How nice. Okay. Okay. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Not gonna lie, why is it always Gunpowder Tim versus the Moon Kaiser? That is like 80% of all mechanisms references are from that song. It's amazing. Okay, I can.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
But do I want to do this right? I like that taking the blade is optional. No, I'm going without the blade. Let's see what happens.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
My guy. No blade, no blade. No blades, no maidens. It is what it is.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh!
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Oh, Hero, you're romantic.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
We'll be fine. I think I'm here to slay you. That's still my favorite answer. It's just straightforward.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Oh, look at
Walk down
her.
the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Hero never ever dealt with any biology in his life, or never saw like a pretty flower that was poisonous, it seems. It's beautiful. How can someone like this be a threat? Everyone can be a threat. What are you talking about, my guy?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I don't know, can I? Yeah, let's talk first.
Okay.
She's as trusting as me, it's amazing. And look at the big little eyes. Aww. Aww, she is fucking cute. Oh, we have options. Similar chains. Gob says to retrieve the plate without saying another word. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. Oh no, it didn't. Good. Don't think you're dangerous, but I want to see for myself.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You think?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Yeah, this is one of the things I'm asking myself every fucking time, and I don't think I want the answer.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No. I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her.
Who can be mad at this pretty little face? God, I sound like every guy playing that
She
game.
doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Yeah, that's actually true.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Yeah, but we're also strangers. Oh, that's just... Okay.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
That's correct.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
Yeah, and this is also my conscience we're talking about, that I have to kill you, and that's not an easy feat. It shouldn't be.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
I have no fucking idea.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here. And it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Oh god, forgot to tell people I'm online on the social media. Let me do that real quick. Oops. Oopsie. I'm a professional. Damn Seribot. Fucking
Don't let her
fast.
turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Okay, question, my dearest narrator. I think I'm still on cosmic wheel mindset, but isn't trust and risk kind of the same? Like, as in the same side of a medal? Like, if you trust, you risk. So, it is about both, kinda. I don't know anything about you. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Let's see what happens there.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Okay.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
I like that I have two voices in my head and they're already fighting.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Oh, now you're threatening?
But if you don't, I
What?
can promise that you'll regret that decision.
That took a turn.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Retrieve the plate. Yeah, we're in red already.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
I forgot how good her voice performance is. Help.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Okay.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Yeah, me neither.
She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
Now we have a little blade in our cursor hand. I love that. It's one of my favorite little details.
Creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall, and she is nowhere to be seen.
How did...
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
She lost an arm. I'm looking her down and letting her bleed out. I think we got up on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over? I don't think we can start over.
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
No, let's finish
Your
this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
Yeah, look up, idiot.
Where is she?
Up. Oh, the video game characters never look up. Close the door behind you. Oh, I think I actually never played that route. Oh. Yeah.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Sure, that's helpful. Come on out. Just get this over with.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
Come, let's go.
You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the claw pulling sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor. Her ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Did I ever have the upper hand in this situation, my guy?
Everything goes dark.
And you die. Chapter 2, The Beast. Okay.
You're on a path
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well... Yeah, anyone getting a sense of deja vu here?
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
No.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened,
Hunted!
then something else must have trapped us here.
Oh, Hunted! I love them all. I have my favorite voices, and I will talk about them if I get to them, but Hunted!
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Sure. Well?
A warning before you go any further. She will
Lie, she will cheat.
Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Oh, we're getting philosophical. I love it.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
Is she now, hero? Is she?
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
The drowning sound in the background.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous
Oh.
and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only
Oh.
furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh, did I ever see that one?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
What is this? What is this, my guy?
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah.
There isn't.
th-
What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how we approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
No, it isn't.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Also, why is this our hand? I mean, it's from the cursor, but wow, is this our hand? What are we?
But it was there a second ago.
Yeah.
And now it's gone.
Yeah. Also, we take the plate this
You
time.
take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I'm scared now. Let's enter.
The door to the basement creaks
Oh.
open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
By the way, I know I'm an absolute weirdo about this, but there are zoos who have like tropical houses where you go in and everyone who's wearing glasses just gets fucked up by their glasses fogging up. I love that. I love that wet, mildly warm climate. I don't know why. Everyone hates it and I'm like, yep, this is my home now.
She growls up the stairs.
Okay.
I can smell you.
Rude?
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager.
Ah. There's a princess for every taste out there.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
The snack liking the warm and humid. Yeah! You know what's fucked about that? I'm sitting here in a t-shirt and I forgot to get myself a hoodie before sitting down. It's a hard world.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
I don't know if she could be anywhere, but see.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
She's just a princess. She's just a princess who severed her arm with probably nothing but her fucking teeth and then killed us. I think we're beyond just a princess. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Really, like, you kidding me? Just a princess, my ass.
She is certainly not just a princess.
See, Hero gets it.
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
Yeah.
Her shining eyes appear between the leaves,
Hi.
staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Excuse.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright.
Okay.
The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Okay. When you hear that clinking, she's in chains again. We're fine. You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see right through. Fletchling is really good. Don't have to kill each other.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous, the princess, lunges from the shadows,
Okay.
more unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You
Oh.
are devoured. I guess that's it then, isn't it?
Oh, that's that ending.
Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
This is a horror game, you know?
You spoke when you needed to act.
Yeah?
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
It screamed. What do you mean by it?
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
No.
You don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
Okay.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here, A new enclosure. A nicer cage. But still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does
We
that work?
can.
Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that.
True.
That is a bad thing to do.
Okay. Screw you, slay yourself. Fucking funny. Oh, I like the rumbling noises. They sound a bit underwater, but it makes complete sense. God, I love that. Oh, why is my nose itching now? Oh, this is not good. Okay. I actually have no idea what happens when we do that. Let's do that. I'm
In an
curious.
act of spiteful defiance, you pull your weapon to your throat, your shaking, ulcerous hand clenched tight around its hilt. And then you draw it across your bubbling veins. Your blood flows out, filling the tiny space inside the princess. You start to fade. A waste of a good life. It's better than giving in to her.
Yeah.
But in the end, the opinions of stray voices mean little in the grand scheme of things.
Everything goes dark. And you die. Chapter 3, The Wild. Okay. Oh, we
We are a path in the woods.
what is
We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
What is our... Yeah, I think I saw that at one point, but I don't know if I played it or watching someone. What is with our cursor?
His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
Huh.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
3?
I think this is our third?
Maybe? Oh, so now, narrator, you know that this is a possibility. Sure.
That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
I
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
This is so weird that she's now talking to us about
Shut up. The rest of you talk. What happened? What did you do? We're part of her because she consumed us. Can she hear us if we talk?
Oh.
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
It shouldn't count as her eating us.
Stubborn!
If we offed ourselves.
Stubborn, my beloved. There he is. It's my favorite voice in the head. Hi. I love him.
We're still here, though. And if we're safe, isn't that better? I guess this is fine. Doesn't feel half bad. Miles better than being dissolved, anyway. She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
It is.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
One streamer I watched, I think, was at this point and called it like very romantic in the sense of, you know, belonging together, and my guy, I don't know about that. Okay, this thing. Why should anyone do anything right now? This is fine. I like being this. Why are you being nice to me? Aren't you a monster? I can feel the pressure of the outside pushing. What are we supposed to do? This is how we're supposed to be. What do we do now? The corruption Paul then wants the image of Rob. Yes. Oh, yes. So fucking much. Whatever we run out is an abomination. I want out. I don't like this. I'm supposed to be me and you're supposed to be something that isn't me. Okay, you, narrator, how do I oh, this is it.
You can start by remembering that you exist, and not as some part of a Gestalt entity formed with the princess.
Not the... Gestalt is actually a word the English adopted? But in what sense? Interesting.
You exist as your own self, complete with your own physical body, separate from hers. I'm not so sure about that. We were something like that once, but now? And if thinking about that isn't enough to startle you back to reality, consider this. The princess ate you last time. Stop passively vibing with a literal predator and remember that you're enemies. Remember what she's done to you.
Stop vibing.
How much it hurt.
Oh my god, stop vibing is so immaculate. What the fuck?
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Calm down, maybe?
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
I can feel a thumping. A heartbeat.
A heartbeat, and I'm... yeah.
Like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
Interesting.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall apart. Don't look at it!
Hold yourself together. We're no strangers to effort. We can push this back down. Something might do us in eventually, but I'll be damned if that something is a thought.
Something might do us in eventually, but I'll be damned if that something is a thought. Oh god, those guys are something to say, at least. Gaze at the terror in your heart, bury it now before it's too late. Nah.
Please, don't make us remember how I was.
Why not?
And just like that,
Ooh.
you start to fall apart. I can remember it now. I didn't like being eaten.
I think no one actually likes being eaten.
I'd forgotten how much it burned. And the air was so hard to breathe. She didn't care. She didn't care at all. At least we didn't have to sit through it to the end. But I think she owes us, don't you, lads? She barely felt more than a little indigestion while we burned away inside of her. As you remember the terror and pain you felt at the hands of the princess, you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you need to be.
No, I devoured you. I won. I put things back the way they were supposed to be.
Some divisions, when sown, can never
Oh,
truly
the tearing noise.
a cavernous gash. A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole. And then you find yourself blade in hand, exactly where you need to be.
God, I love that heartbeat.
At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
I feel empty, don't you?
Yeah, but that's a thing between me and my therapist.
This doesn't feel like a fight.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted. Where's the victory in this?
Yeah. Yeah. Weirdly enough, I get
I
that.
feel safe. She isn't dangerous anymore. We could leave her. We could both live. Do
Oh.
we have to do this? You have to. You know you have to.
And I wanted to kill you, not really. Can't be the same thing. I had to put an end to what. Oh. Yeah, this is just stabbing her in the heart is now the easy thing. What happens if we cut her free?
You devious little bastard.
Oh yeah, thank
If you think I'm going to let
you.
you free her, you have another thing coming. And that other thing is... We'll just have to wait and find out when it happens.
This is parenting level. I will count to 3. Like, yeah, and what then?
Just ignore him. What's he gonna do? Lecture us into submission? He can talk all he wants. You're tired, aren't you? No, I'm not. I'm... fine. Whatever.
I love this game. Like, the whole metaphorical thing of every decision we do changes her and changes the route we're going, and all. The whole philosophical depth of it is amazing. But oh my god, I love the bantering of those voices. The script is so good. And the fact that Johnny Sims is each and every one of those voices, and you forget at some point that those are actually the same person or the same voice. It's amazing.
You cut the princess down from the roots that bind her. I hope you're happy. And good luck getting her out of here.
Oh, no.
You would do that after everything. It's so cold without you.
Oh. Hands. But you don't get a chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Narrator gone?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
Something ended.
It hasn't ended. We're still here. The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
Well, let's approach the
I'm begging
mirror.
you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final. That thing reeks of death. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I love every version of this and how gently the hands hold her up. It. Ah. Despite everything, it's still you. Yep, wrong mirror, but. But is it still us? I think that's the big question in this one. What are you? And I think now comes my favorite quote ever.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm solitary lights in an empty city is such a beautiful descriptor. I love it. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
I think now comes my absolute favorite quote.
We are
Yes.
oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Oh, God, I love that one. I love that one. That resonates so horribly deep with me. And I can't even tell you why. Destroy your body, attack the entity. Okay. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is like a shadow of me. A memory of what she used to be. Bound to the wounds of distance and time. She will make for a scarred and beautiful heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
If you only believe her to be able to, is such an interesting perspective on things happening.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
You won't.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. I love that you have in that interaction the option to just ask her things and then get to the point of saying, oh, you know, we can wait. And if you use that option of, yeah, we just wait forever, the game actually closes, and the next time you open it up again, you get back to that screen with is fucking amazing. A scarred and beautiful heart. Oh, I didn't have that one yet. Interesting.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You can skip pretty. Yeah, I know. What to do now? What to do now? I'm I'm very unsure what to do now. Huh. I also have to think now which ones I haven't seen yet. Actually. Huh. Let me...
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yeah, well, obviously.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Hmm.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Let me actually... I'm doing something. I'm gonna check which ones I've actually already have. Just to find out. Okay. Okay. That actually kinda puts down a few options on what to do. I already did the whole, oh, I'm saving you and I'm genuinely saving you route, which is kind of funny. But I already saw that one. Okay, let's just...
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. Your blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let me try something. Okay, let's go down.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
I love that her voice is different when we have a knife.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I think I want to do something I'm not proud of.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Focus on the task at hand. Well,
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade, and talked. Don't you dare.
Don't you dare. It's one of my favorite reactions of him.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Isn't it? It's just okay. So many options. I mean, we are armed. Let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I like that in that version she's just a
Against
bitch.
your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
It's also interesting that she looks like thinner and she has the same the princess actually looks different slightly in design, which is such a wonderful choice on so many.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Maybe it is.
You can't. Don't bother.
Wow.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
No?
I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. Right,
Maybe.
she is. I'm sure of it.
Oh? Have you decided what to do?
You know why you're here.
I know that keep locking her away gets me into the ghost ones. Freeing her? What happens if I free her?
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Yeah, sorry, narrator, that I'm just, trying to have options.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Why not? People leave keys everywhere. Do you have any ideas beside cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
I love her. I love her so much. I can lose. That's fine. With the most deadpan reaction ever.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out.
Yeah, kind of.
Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Hmm.
Is someone else here?
Try
You
the door.
but it's locked from the outside.
Lovely.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
My guy! The fuck's wrong with you? Okay, we have a
You make
problem.
your way back to the bottom of the stairs.
You
This
lose
would
an
have
arm.
been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Yeah.
Easier for everyone.
Are we fucking sure about that?
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Narrator, on which side are you? I mean, your side. But, on what side are you? We could also just slay her now.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
Ah, yeah, well, that's bad.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
Okay.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed and there's nothing she can do to hurt you.
Are we sure? Also, our little knife cursor is now bloody. I just love those little
I'm not
details.
so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you. The two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Slay the princess.
You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around.
Can we? Give up, finish this job. Run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Maybe she'll bleed out. Huh. Interesting. Nah, let's do
You
it.
steel your resolve and take another step towards the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive?
He will be like, huh?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Maybe.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Yeah, maybe.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
Yeah, is,
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun. You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
maybe?
But you don't have the time to worry over her words.
Everything goes dark. And you die. The adversary. Yeah, nice. This is where I wanted to go.
You're on a path in the woods.
woods.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay.
Yeah, I know. Let's go.
She will lie, She will cheat.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound
Stubborn!
like you at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
God, I love that. I don't know if I love Stubborn just for the asshole that he is, or it's just the inflection of the voice. I don't know what it is, but gosh, Stubborn, my beloved.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever.
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
I love Stubborn's weird determination. Okay.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
Oh.
Its cold stone
Pretty.
walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination.
Okay, can I have
The
that
only
little
furniture
table?
is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Like, literally, that is so pretty.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Ah, maybe. Yeah, the mirror is still not real. Oh god, I love the stone noise.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Okay.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time.
Okay,
Her voice is a
okay.
little deeper, almost
Someone-
threatening.
Someone wants get fucked up, I guess.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Stubborn is like, that woman can fuck me up, have a ring. And I can respect that.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Can't we have both? Oh,
As you
look at
descend the final
her.
step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Yeah, kinda. She's muscle mommy now.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
I like that this is the one where she just admits that it's like, oh, it's you.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I love that she gets like little design pieces, that she now has the whole devil thing, that her dress has now a slit. It's amazing. So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
That is the weirdest euphemism I've ever heard. Sure.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What?
Huh?
You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
Oh, sorry. Do you feel excluded?
Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. Enough is enough. I believe you.
Is that how
all the more
academics
reason to take
work?
this seriously.
Just glossing it over.
You don't know. Whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
Well, that's skill issue, my guy.
Are you okay?
Hero, my golden retriever baby.
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Sorry, is he having a breakdown? You got me. Pretty much everything you said is true. Don't worry, I'm going to do my job. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I never died. Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depth of my apathy.
You're joking, right? I'm just going to pretend that you're joking.
Hey, if that helps you, sure.
Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
Okay. Attack the... Turn around and leave without saying anything. I don't know what happened to you since the last time, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. That's on you. You look different. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have to things to unpack first. You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Oh, that's... Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count all right. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
I also like that red is the only color in that whole thing.
But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Because we're already... Because we're a little weakling. That's why she's disappointed. I'd be disappointed too, not gonna lie.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you?
Huh?
That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
Okay.
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
Oh.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Huh. Oh shit, what am I... Oh god, what am I doing? Bait an opening and outmaneuver her, strike her hard head on. What happens if I run?
But you don't get a chance to run for the stairs before the princess,
Okay.
loose from her chains, barrels into you and smashes your body to pieces against the wall. Shouldn't
Ow!
have let her break out of her bindings. Why didn't you listen to me?
Cause it's no fun, narrator. Let me do my stuff.
It doesn't matter because
Oh!
everything goes dark and you die. Great job.
No, but I think I wanted that because I know what happens if I slay her.
Come on, we can't be dead. We didn't even get a chance to fight her.
Oh, stubborn.
Dead is dead, but maybe you'll have better luck next time.
The Fury. This is not where I wanted to go.
On a path in the
No!
woods, and at the end of that path... All right, change of plans. No more hesitation. No more dying. We're taking the fight straight to her.
Fuck! That's not where I wanted to go.
If we
No.
had a chance against her, we already missed it.
Broken.
She got stronger, and we stayed the same.
We've seen her bleed. Whatever she is, she started out mortal, which means she probably is still mortal, which means we can win. We just didn't take things seriously enough last time.
This is so
If
disgusting.
that's what you want, then fine. Enjoy being beaten to death again and again and again.
Ugh.
This is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think?
I like when Hero loses his cool.
Actually, I don't think we have been here. This is all different, isn't it? That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Oh, I try to.
Good. We're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know.
That's it? No final words of advice?
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. That's fine by me. Let's get moving. I'm itching for a rematch.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
Oh, that's the same when we go to the oh, I
But
get
that is
it.
how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
That makes sense.
That's horrible.
Yeah, think?
It doesn't matter.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
That mirror again, and this time it's blocking the door.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement.
You sure?
Just tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. No,
I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely.
What is this, my
what are
guy?
you trying to say exactly?
He thinks we've lost it, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us has broken. That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you.
It's in our way. Let's just smash it.
We approach.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? Are you still on about that mirror? It's not real. I'd know about it if it were real. No, we can't doubt our eyes like that. It has to be real.
Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent.
Okay.
We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Smash
Bring your
it.
fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement.
Huh.
As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
Ugh.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation
damn.
of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become? Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head? Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
It
Jesus!
cuts both ways. We've both hurt each other.
Are you okay? Let's go, I guess.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in
Wow.
blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
Oh, that is so good. What the fuck?
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest. She's been hollowed out, just like us.
Can we talk about that her dress is just skin, like with veins and this is all the designs are so fucking good. I think when I'm done with that run, I might actually see if I find a compilation of all the designs.
You know what I'm going to do to you.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It drops to the ground. She pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you. She's only trying to connect with us.
Connect?
Dig for a spark.
She tries to connect her claws to our flesh, Broken. What the fuck are you talking about?
We don't even have a weapon. It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
Stubborn. My husband. What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. Let's go.
Still,
Look at her.
charge towards the princess. It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. With a horrifying
Oh,
unwound.
oh, look, our innards.
No, that's not stuff. She can't just do that.
Oh, she can.
She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality. This is the only way it could have gone, really.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Oh, you are just insufferable, aren't you? Come on, we're better than this.
Are we?
So, are we dead? No.
Why not?
Don't think that I'll allow you death here. I've made that mistake before. No, You will suffer until you see in me what I have seen in you.
Attempt to die. What am I supposed to see? Say nothing. What happens then?
At least you're quiet now. At least you haven't fallen back on words. They aren't music. They aren't dance. They aren't feeling.
Your eye, held far outside your skull by a thin stalk of nerves and viscera, stares back at her in unblinking silence.
Let's see what meaning we can find together. Let's see what we're made of.
Something infiltrates you. Though you do not see it, you feel it, slithering into your disaster of a body, seeping into the gaps between your molecules.
Disaster of a body is very personal. What the fuck?
The body of a
Don't say
sentient
that.
creature has, on average, 30 trillion cells. And each one of those cells is composed of 100 trillion some odd atoms.
That is specific. What's your point?
One of those cells is peeled from the others. 100 trillion atoms are gone.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
I have no idea. I would love to answer that question for you, Princess, but I have no idea what's happening.
Yes? I think. Then 2 are peeled away. Then 4.
Then 8, then 16, then...
Nothing. Nothing. 8. 16.
Called
32.
it!
60. Whatever she does to us, we shouldn't hate her. She's been hurt so badly.
Broken is so weirdly empathetic, it's amazing.
128. 256. 512.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
1024. 2048.
This is so eerie.
4096. 8192. I feel small. Smaller than before.
Yeah, that happens.
16,384. 32,768.
Jesus! What's happening?
65,536. You can't just count us into oblivion. 131,072.
Seems like he can.
62,144. 524,288. What happens when it gets higher? Like, really higher? Nothing. Just like nothing's happening now.
I'm so confused. I didn't want to go to the Fury, but I never saw this, so I'm fascinated now.
Something is happening now. Something in us is liquefying. Something that started small, but that keeps getting bigger. 1,048,000. The hundreds don't matter anymore.
Sorry, this is the same fucking tone as the blanket never did anything. What the fuck are you doing?
Are you still there?
Oh, so it gets darker.
2,096,000. 4,192,000. 8,384,000. I don't like this waiting.
Yeah, me neither, hero. Me
Waiting
neither.
for something to happen. But it's taking so long. 16,768,000. 33,536,000. 67,072,000. Your eyes are useless. 134 million. The thousands don't matter anymore. Your blood begins to go places it shouldn't.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
I don't think so, actually. No.
There's the pain. I can feel it now. but we can handle this. We can't let her win.
Fighting the pain is just the same as wallowing in it. This doesn't have to be something where you win or lose. We just have to accept it. Listen to it.
What is
You don't need to
happening?
count anymore. Your lungs fill with liquid. You smell things you shouldn't. You choke on pieces of what used to be you. Doesn't matter, because we're still alive.
Stubborn baby, don't.
You are deconstructed. You are reconstructed. A square you.
Oh, what is
Two many
happening?
legs. A you with many mouths which won't stop screaming.
Yeah.
Then all of it pressed into a ball, tightly packed into the size of a fist. What does you even mean anymore? We just keep changing into horrible things we can't control. Make it stop.
Yeah.
Please. Make it stop. Please make it stop. You means we exist. There has to still be a way for us to win. Otherwise this would be pointless, and all this torture would be for nothing.
You're right about one thing. It is torture. But it isn't pointless. The whole point is that it's torture.
That's a very Buddhist thing.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Stubborn.
The ball is unraveled into the shape of a body. The skin peels off in a corkscrew. The eyes are plucked. The organs arranged in the air in a neat row.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
Oh, she's getting unsure. Interesting.
It's okay to let go.
Yes, can we let go?
I'm letting go.
Thank you, hero.
Yes. You are stretched into a line 12 feet long, then 24, then 48. The line gets thinner as you get longer. A mile. 2, 4, 8.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
Yes.
Jesus.
16, 32.
Even stubborn is
64.
still now.
No. 128.
I'm still here.
Why can we stop being here?
You are stretched
Ah.
and stretched and stretched until you are longer than the world itself. You wrap around it again and again and again. A tense line of microcosmic tissue held together by forces that are far too weak for the task they've been given.
I hope this is the end of the route and then we forget it, cause God, the trauma.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
I'm going to stick around. As long as you need me to.
No, can we go?
And then the forces
Oh.
disappear. The bonds holding your cells together break. You are 30 trillion little pieces, all of them separate, and all of them falling.
Lovely.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
Okay.
You sit in these 30 trillion places, each second passing in each of them before you arrive at the next. Each second passing as 1 million years. And so, you wait.
Cool.
That's all I have.
And then all at once,
Oh,
there
God.
is a great rewinding.
Yeah,
and all
I
of
think
the
we're
disparate
through.
pieces that once were you fall dutifully back into place.
We're still
You're
not
whole
through.
again, and in your body, the body you had before all of this happened, and the princess sits against the wall, her dress of skin more tattered than before, her face sullen and disappointed.
You left me, and there's nothing I can do to bring you back.
She's just like us.
Huh.
A piece of her is missing.
What is happening? Just never stop caring about you. I'm not gone, I'm right here. I think I'm going to go now.
So I did do something to you after all.
Huh.
Alone?
Yeah. I'm hoping you would come with me. That's up to you. Oh, what is... No!
After everything I've done to you, is that really an option?
No, but I'm curious. Give her your
Are
hand.
you serious?
Yeah?
You're just offering her your hand.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You cross the room towards the
Oh,
princess,
gosh.
extending your hand to her. Her eyes, deep wells of buried sorrow, meet yours for a moment. You despicable fiend.
Oh, narrator, thank you.
And then she takes your hand in hers. You're going to end the world, don't you get it? I can't let that happen. I can't let you leave. I have to...
You can't stop us. We've been through enough. You don't scare us.
Fine. You and the princess climb the stairs out of the basement together. In silence.
It's okay. We're almost there.
I'm tired.
Me too. Me what the...
I know.
Oh.
And then you cross the upstairs of the cabin to the door, which you open. And then you step outside and into the ruins of the world you left
Behind. He's gone too. It's just the three of us now.
Is this the world? It's so cold.
There we go. That was long and uncomfortable. And what happened? Memory
So the
returns.
world's gone, and she's gone with it.
Find a new
There's
big...
only one
Oh.
thing left for you to do
A
here.
new leaf in a weathered book.
You need to
Interesting
look at yourself.
achievement.
Whatever you see, it's going to be okay.
Interesting. Voice felt silent, soup brooch. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Long quiet. Yeah, I know. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
The poetry of the long quiet is...
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You know that at the end of this, once you've finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Interesting. Next! Next! Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Ooh, this is so interesting. I'm ready to go.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path.
Yep, I know. I realized Oh well, I found a thing I
Make your
didn't
way
do.
up the short path.
I think I found a thing I didn't do yet. Oh well, part of it. I hope I don't fuck that up, actually. We're taking the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Yep. We enter the basement, and I'm going to kill her.
The
Just
door to the base.
straight up.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs. She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
We just kill her.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I have a
I'm
knife.
probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Sure?
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Let's go.
You lunge forward.
I
without
like
a
that she
moment's
actually looks
hesitation.
scared for a second.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
I like that she's surprised that we actually just did that.
this is it, isn't it?
Yep, that's it.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Yeah. No.
It's like
I learned
she's
that. No.
convinced she can't die.
Yeah, she can't. We played that game already.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped
Isn't
breathing
it?
moments ago.
Isn't it
That arrogant look still
over?
plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
I mean, we killed a person.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Fun fact, I never watched Steven Universe, like in fully, but I know enough, and It's Over, Isn't It is a banger song. And that's kind of stuck regularly in my head.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Well,
What happened?
you saved the world. There's no world.
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
How is that a reward? Literally, how?
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Sure.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Is that so?
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
No? No. The fact that we're now stuck in nothingness for eternity, and he calls that shut up.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Yeah.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Yeah.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness
What
away
happiness?
from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
Oh, I dare. Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
We have very different definitions of bliss, my dear narrator.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
I like that she's a skeleton, but there's still like a bit of hair. That, sure.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
I kind of want a replica of that blade, actually. That would be so cool.
The end.
Nice knowing you. Okay.
You're
On a path in the woods, we know.
Oh, warning, before you go any further. She will lie.
What voice do we
She will
get?
cheat. She won't be a problem.
Cold! Oh, cold is such a mood. Cold is so weird. And well, a bit cold. Ha 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 ha. God, I'm so funny.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
I like that it really looks like a very cliche ghost house, and the chapter is called The Spectre.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Yeah, that might be true.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Oh, ugh. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And we go down.
The door
Oh,
to the
it's so
basement
pretty.
groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
But we killed her.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally.
Yeah, naturally.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Well, that looks
A
dead.
skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Well, good job, me. She's still slain.
Okay. She's definitely dead.
Yep, let's go home. Let's wrap this up. Feierabend. Tschüss.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance, two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Ghost girl. Ghost girl. Ghost girl.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
I like when the narrator is like, this is not what I bargained for.
Ghost!
Oh, hero. This is not heroic.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I love them so much.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping
Hi.
to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
You have an issue with me killing you?
The
Take it to
princess drifts
HR.
across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Don't do that.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body.
I like that she has the
She's
scar,
right there.
actually.
That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
I don't think we can do that, actually. Let's wait. Let's wait. See how that plays out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
Yeah. I did.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
I killed you. What are you doing not being dead?
I didn't feel very bad. But I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me.
Damn, we didn't even get to jump right.
Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to. Not the one with all the answers. Or any of the answers.
We are getting so existential at every second of this game. Love it.
We're not a ghost. Unless we are?
Are we?
Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely.
Well... Ooh. Oh, that is so much. Holy shit. Holy shit. If you're that, then there isn't much to do. Because I'll just get going. Your body's right there, though. Your dead body. Do you know I come back? Stop playing the victim. Sorry that I killed you. No, I'm not. I did literally. I just went through and killed her. This is not a I'm sorry thing. Anyway, I can make it up to you.
Of course there is. You can give me the only thing I've ever wanted. A way out of this basement.
Interesting.
The place won't let me leave. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just
Oh,
leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two
Fair.
very different things.
Oh, look at her. She's so cute. She's so cute. Yeah, the whisper effect is nice. Also, that it sometimes is the whisper effect like actually delayed, and then on emphasis, it's back to all the voices at once. It's so well made.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
Let me hitch a ride is a very interesting word for let me possess you. Oh, Jesus. I forgot that this happens. My poor heart. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Whew.
Absolutely not.
Oh, God.
Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't do that. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Oh.
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Holt is such a curious little bitch, and I respect him for that.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
No, but it's funny. Let's go.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
Narrator is so done with us. Ah.
See you soon.
Don't do this again.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
No, Hero, that's not how shit works. Blah.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your...
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Oh! Oh, isn't that interesting?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass. I'm
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
a voice. I'm me, is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I also like that she says that because that will be relevant for later.
I'm clearly the same as
Oh, nice.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, they don't.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So,
Bitch!
You're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Oh, that's so amazing.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Yeah.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Yeah, this is... I think I already went that route and then I just left the basement with her, but I never did that. I never tried to now go back, and I would do that.
Isn't that an interesting idea?
Yeah, maybe.
I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure?
Yeah, not gonna lie, this is nothing new.
Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made.
Yeah.
All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
After all that, you're really just going to stab me again?
Yeah, but she won't be happy in the next chapter with that.
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time. Do it.
The whispered, do it. What?
You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart. The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
I don't want to die in you. I thought you finally understood me, but instead you just wanted to hurt me again.
Maybe.
Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside.
Oh.
Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
If only I could drag you with me and make you understand. But that's not the way things get to go for me, is it?
No.
It would certainly be interesting. Though being dead does sound dull. And you are about to be dead. Again.
Cold is so weird.
Get away from me, you cold little freak.
The Exorcist. Take on a spirit and destroy it only where you can. You feel a dull tear like strips of meat being delicately peeled from bone. But it doesn't matter how delicate the hands if you are the meat. You've been stripped away from yourself, or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you've been stripped away from something. It always hurts to forget at first, but then you forget the pain.
You were so close to leaving and now look at you. Look at me. Is this what you wanted?
Oh, we're hand with a... The words come from both inside and outside of your head. Before you on the ground is a writhing mass of flesh and scales and feathers. Is that me? Is that what I look like? This isn't what I wanted to do. Did you mean to take me with... Is that me?
Oh, you're here too.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to slay me was for the best, if it means you could leave those other voices behind. The two mean ones, at least. I feel kind of bad for the nice one.
Huh.
Probably shouldn't think about them too much right now. They're a mess, and I don't think we can fix them. No point in worrying over messes that can't be fixed.
Gurgling liquid bubbles up from your open pockets in a disintegrating mass in front of you. It is trying to speak, but it no longer has the tissue that speech requires.
If we need to leave together to get out, this could still count. We have to try before your body stops being alive.
If you leave the cabin, the world ends. I'm not... Say nothing.
Okay, that's a yes.
Sure. You hurtle towards the cabin stairs, but time seems to slow down the closer you get. In a moment, you're halfway there, and in 2 moments, you're halfway there again, halving the distance and halving the distance until the upstairs feels almost within reach.
We're not gonna make it, are we? We're gonna be stuck again.
You're seated in a room that is empty. A chain digs into your wrist, binding one arm to the wall. It is quiet and you're alone. This is what you deserve. This is what you deserve. This is what you deserve. Jesus.
Are you still there? Am I alone again?
What? I'm still here.
Then at least I won't be lonely. It's nice to hear your voice. I mean, think your voice?
Are we still a ghost? Your gaze turns to your hands, solid, then translucent, then solid again.
Maybe? It's like sometimes we are and sometimes we aren't. Like we're something in between ghost and not ghost.
Fuck is happening? You're different. Your whole mood is
I'm just trying
different.
to make the best of things. You could always make the best of things too, if you want. We both have a chance to start over. Besides, there's something about you being in here with me that feels... right. I never wanted to be your enemy.
I killed you though, and I tried killing you again.
I don't know what to say. I just feel fine right now.
It's so weird to see
I
that
think
perspective.
things happen for a reason. And if you trying to kill both of us is what it takes for you to finally see what I see, then I'm okay with that.
Just time passes. You're still here.
Waiting has always worked for me before, but nothing's still happening. Maybe we just have to wait some more.
Now that I think about it, both times I've been here, nothing happened until I saw the title card. We haven't seen a title card yet.
You've gotten title cards? What did they say?
This is so meta. The first one got said chapter 1, the hero and the princess, and then after we both died, I got chapter 2, the specter.
Well, the first one is sweet.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, get your laughs out.
Look, it would have been very sweet if things didn't turn out so violent.
Maybe.
But that doesn't mean that things can't get better from here.
Mm.
I think we need a new title card, though. How about...
Do we now get to chapter 3?
Chapter 3. The Princess and the Dragon.
What? Oh, reversing the order, I like it. Casting yourself as the main character, I see very humble. Princess and a dragon. I thought I was maybe some kind of bird.
Well, they're similar, right?
The click of a latch and creaking hinges muffled. Something is here.
I guess you made it back here.
Oh! Do we actually see us for once? Your gaze turns back to your hands. They flicker once again.
We're still all wrong. It's like you don't really know what we're supposed to be.
A thump on the floors above, and then another. The scraping of metal against the surface. The flickering in your body stops. You are solid. This is so interesting. Oh my god.
I guess it's hard to do anything without it.
I don't know what happens. I have no... Oh my god. Creaking hinges once again, but this time clear. Closer. Listen to me, I'm stuck in the prince's head. You've got to get me out of here. Am I going to say anything? Silence.
I guess not.
Movement on the stairs.
Thump, thump, thump.
Oh my god, that's the first time we see us! Oh! And then a figure emerges, shrouded in a feathered darkness, the world trailing behind it, its shining blade gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares at you with wide, hollow eyes. Quick, tell them I'm in here.
Okay, let's see what happens. I'm not alone here this time. Part of you stayed with me when we split apart.
The head tilt. The head of the figure cocks to the side. Is it inquisitive, suspicious, hostile? Its emotions are unreadable.
You don't want to hurt that part of you, do you?
The silence holds. Why am I being so quiet? Is it because I'm not here? Am I arguing with myself in there? Has that always happened in real time?
Is that why you're always quietly staring?
Oh, that makes so much sense.
I can't hear what's going on in there anymore now that I'm back in my own body. Do you want to share your thoughts? It'd only be polite, really.
Oh, you would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
Oh, what is this? I'm so oh god. He raises the blade above his head, dangling it by the handle in front of your eyes.
But I think we hold the plan right now.
What the fuck is happening?
But she knows about the Decider being gone. That would be a weird bluff to come up with if it weren't true.
Hero? Is that Hero?
Look, I love that you're trying to contribute, but I think we need to take a little sidebar.
Is that the narrator?
But I don't want to do it. I'm so sorry. This will just be a moment.
No, that doesn't sound like the narrator. But I don't know which one it is supposed to be. Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into itself.
Well, okay. I guess we wait for an answer.
I guess there's nothing we can do. It's rude, though. I think you'll have to make them listen. Try being assertive. Sure, let's do that.
But I don't want to be assertive.
No.
Fine. Excuse me.
My apologies. They're really being quite dull in here.
That's cold. More silence.
I think they want to kill you. At least the new one does. He's very, very passionate about it.
The new one?
Can you tell him not to?
Your opinion has been duly noted and disregarded. In fact, I think a decision's been made. 2 birds with 1 stone. How tempting.
Which one is that? Or is it actually a new one? There was Hero that was cold. It's not smitten, it's not stubborn, it's not contrarian, it's not broken, it's not hunted. Who are you?
From what I remember, it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very... what's the word?
Fleshy.
Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now. No more of that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
And are you doing this?
I'm sorry, I should maybe talk more, but I'm just shook with right now.
Oh, I most definitely am.
You feel small as the monster in front of you attacks, blade raised and swing spreading.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this.
Hero!
Now, we voted.
You voted! Sorry, there's now democracy?
It was not a majority decision.
What?
But we did have a plurality.
Oh, jeez. What?
He shouldn't count.
Oh, so the narrator and the new one said yes and the other said no.
Says who? Says me. He's not one of us. He's been here since the beginning.
Oh.
The old chum really deserves a say. Besides, you'll all thank us when this is finally over and we are officially on top. But enough chatter.
Yeah, it seems to be that there is... The question is there a new main me? Or is that fucker just the loudest?
Oh, so you finally decided to do something, have you?
But now I get why the princess is like, what the fuck? Like, this is terrifying. Silence for just a moment as cold eyes regard you. And then silence, still as soft eyes hesitate. Whoa! You can feel the sharp sting of cold matting sliding deep into your chest, but you can feel something else too. Fear as your legs wobble, and then as...
Princess collapses against the wall.
What? Huh? We are back? We're back?
See? That was easy.
That's opportunist, that asshole? Oh, that makes so much sense. God, I hate that guy.
It was too easy. It felt bad. Don't feel bad. Life is all about taking the easy wins. You don't think the people at the top got there because they worked for it, do you?
Oh. Ay. That's a nice social commentary here. Well, the pristine blade is in your implement. So being conduit for you kind of also an option.
I mean, of course they did. Hard work is important. Yeah, hard work often goes unappreciated. Why bother? Yeah, screw hard work. I guarantee you that anyone who's anyone has done nothing but take shortcuts.
Oh, Jesus!
Am I supposed to find that impressive?
You know, I wanted escapism from the political whole shit that's happening in the world. And now I get this. This is not my escapism. This is just what...
Of course you are. I got us here, didn't I?
It makes so much sense that we're not here an opportunist. It's, well, opportunistic enough to just take over.
Yes, everyone's very impressed with your accomplishments. But in case you haven't noticed, she isn't dead yet. So how about you finish this before you start celebrating yourself?
Oh, does that mean we now have the option to intervene?
What are you waiting for? You won, didn't you? Not that it's hard executing a helpless captive.
Good to be back, boys. Finish the job. No, I dropped the blade.
Are you... The blade tumbles uselessly from your hands and clatters to the floor. You're different, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm
You're
back.
Back, just as I intended. I was never cut out for leadership, really.
You backstabbing little bitch. Wow.
Oh, it's you in there now, isn't it? I thought it got a little quiet. What happens now?
We do it right this time. We leave together hand in hand. I don't know.
Well, what if we try again, only we do it right this time? We can leave together, and we can even do it in 2 separate bodies.
Absolutely not. I don't think there's much you can do about it if that's the choice he makes. But
Nothing.
no, I think I'd like to see what happens.
Okay, I'd like that. But we still have to get me out of these chains. I know that dropping the knife was like this big symbolic gesture for you, but we still need it, just for a minute. You should give it to me, though. What if you using it kicks you out of your body again?
Okay, listen.
Huh.
I know you're in charge again, but this is obviously a trick. We can't trust her. We literally just stabbed her.
I know this is just the third route we're walking, and I still need to do one, but I think it won't get better than this. This is the shit. Holy fuck. My god.
Someone's gonna have to take a leap of faith eventually.
Give her the blade.
Fine, whatever. You stoop to the floor and pick up the pristine blade. Only rather than using it for your intended purpose, you... Go on. You hand it to the princess, who gingerly cuts herself free from her bindings. You maniac. And then what happens? Then, as her chains clatter to the floor, she turns her back on you and hurls the blade through the basement window, never to be seen again. No. You need the blade to deal with her.
That is an impressive throw, girl. That's...
I'm so glad that's behind us. Come on, let's get out of here.
She reaches forward,
Oh, the
takes
music!
your hand in hers before excitedly pulling you towards the basement stairs. Yeah? And what does it feel like? Is it nice? Why do you want to know?
I don't know, because...
You can tell a lot of things about someone from their handshake. I want to know more about the person we decided unanimously to throw our lot in with.
You fucker!
Ugh, whatever. It's delicate and tender. Ah, so even through everything, she hasn't forgotten what it's like to have a heart. That'll do. The two of you rush up the basement stairs together. Ugh. Welcome back, by the way.
Yeah, thank.
Yes, we all missed you so very much.
Well, Opportunist didn't.
I missed you the most.
Shut the fuck up. You're my new least favorite idiot.
You weren't even here until he was gone. Whatever, it doesn't matter. If you step through that door, you're damning every single person alive. You do realise that, yes?
Yeah.
Who cares?
One last door, and then we're free. I'm down my hand, so you'll have to be the one to open it.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, let's go.
You twist the door
Oh,
in
that's
your
so
hand
cute. What the
and
fuck?
step forward into the world you've damned. You and the princess fall to the ground, exhausted. I hope this all comes back to bite you, do you hear? I hope you're forced to feel the weight of all the regret there's ever been.
But he doesn't finish his thought before disappearing entirely. And you find yourself free of any of the regrets he wished upon you.
I didn't think I'd ever get to be happy, but I think I am.
What the fuck is this?
I just didn't realize that being happy would feel so...
Oh, and there it is. Oh, this was the best route I've ever... Oh my god. Your peace does not last, nor can it ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did
What
she
was
go?
once one then was
Should we
two.
try and find her?
A quiet moment after. Ooh, I'm getting achievement after achievement.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
First off, hi, welcome in. Do you also play? Probably not. Actually, never heard of that one. Tsunagari Chess School. What is it? What is it about? And the answer is probably no, because I actually do not like horror games at all. Which I know is ironic with me playing this game, but this game is less a horror game for me. For what's the I never actually played Doki Doki, but I saw enough of it that I'm not sure I am strong enough for that. But I'll keep that in mind if I have like. Also, if I actually have to play chess, I'm almost completely out. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks for the recommendation. Maybe. So let's approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Opportunist.
Ignore the cowards.
Hello, Necronomicon. Necronomicon. I can talk. Hello, welcome in. Also, thanks for the follow from last time. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You withered. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. This was the best route I've ever played. Holy shit. I think this is one of the new one in the pristine cut edition.
A chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
It's so weird to see her more or less intact and that she said she was happy for a moment. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is perspectives bleeding into one. You know her better than you know yourself.
Oh.
She has an empathetic heart. Do not mourn her, for you would not mourn yourself.
Okay, wow, this is a deep dig. Holy shit. You know what?
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Yeah, probably we'll go very in a week with this. Well, everything goes dark and you die, and I think after all of this, an empathetic heart. Oh yeah, that's a new one. I think after this one, I deserve a nice one, and I think we're going just to rescue her for once. Right? That should be easy.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yep, let's go. No sword, no blade, nothing. We'll just get in and rescue her.
The interior of the cabin is almost...
Nope.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated.
Hi, I'm here to save you. Oh my god, I remember what voice we will get in the next chapter. Oh god, I love him.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Ah, fuck
Wait,
off.
really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
No, we got this,
Come
babe.
downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Yeah, we saw that face. I'm still not over that route. Holy shit.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
No, I
Don't do
left
it.
the...
If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I actually left the blade upstairs. Well, let's see what we can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Shut up, narrator.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I have to sneeze. Oh god. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Help.
You're making a huge mistake.
Shut it, I need some happiness, okay?
No, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Yeah, they're sturdy.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Yeah, maybe.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Well, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
I don't...
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Yeah?
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Yeah, I get that.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Someone doesn't want us to get out.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Shut up.
Easier for whom?
Yeah.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I'm in no mess. I'm saving the girl.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Ah,
hesitates
yeah. Oh, I
before
forgot
raising
about
her
that.
arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Glad you remembered that.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from
look!
upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
No.
We could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Shut up. I said we're saving the princess.
Fine.
Also like that I can't slay her in that second because I already did that. You can't repeat actions you already did in a run, which is really helpful.
Against your better judgment,
Look at the
you
little-
place the blade against
the
the
little
ragged,
blood.
self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm.
Biggest
just above
fucking
the
eyes in
unyielding
existence.
chain
Oh my god.
binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
It's also not... Depending on where we cut, it's not hard to crack through the bone. So...
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
God.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Yeah, nah.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah. Looks like it does. Yeah. Let's go.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
You fucking bitch!
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No.
This isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Watch me. Love it.
What are you doing?
I love that. I love that you almost missed that. It's so good. It's so well made.
Stop that.
No, not stopping that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I am very aware. I'm trying.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Good.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist
No,
me.
no,
I'm
no.
trying to get you out of here alive.
No. No. We resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Glad she believes us.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Exerting my right to free will.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Yeah.
But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Yeah.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She tries, okay? She's not good at killing people.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Yeah.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one
Oh,
last
look
thrust of the
at
knife,
her.
your legs
She's
give
so
out beneath
sorry.
you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
It will.
Oh, that's rich.
Oh,
coming
she's
from you.
crying.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark.
And you die. The damsel. The damsel is in distress and we'll save her.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Yeah, let's save our damsel in distress.
Oh, she will lie. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Smitten! You also could have just call him voice of the simp. It's the fucking same. This man is the... God, Smitten is perfect. He just loves her and she can't do anything wrong in his eyes. She's literally almost every guy playing that game. It's amazing.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Oh, he's fun. He's fucking annoying, but he's fun.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
No.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Yeah, and my task is saving the princess. Literally. Or seat.
The interior of the cabin is
Oh,
clean
look at
and
the
elegant.
castle!
Its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Yeah.
The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Not gonna lie, I also would like to have that table.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No! I'm saving the princess. I don't need a plate for that.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls.
The
The
music!
basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
There is no slaying today.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Oh, Smitten.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
Nah.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
No.
You walk down the
Look
stairs
at her
and
pretty
lock eyes with the
dress.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
The thing is, after the route before, we're knowing that we kind of have a different stats depending on which one of those is talking. I want to know how Smitten looks.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Yeah.
And she called us a hero.
See now he's
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
No?
Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you?
Yes.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Yeah.
Well, she killed us.
Semantics.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
The cutest little face.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Maybe. But we have to rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
Oh, watch me.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
It's so incredible that we shape this reality.
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Ah.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step
He
forward.
reminds me of
and
Volo.
free
Oh
our
god, a
beloved from her
bit.
bindings.
Yeah, but yeah, I see that. But he's not as bad as Volo. We're fine, we're fine.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Yeah, but we don't have one.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
That's a bit much, my guy.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Look at us!
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
This makes no sense.
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
What's really interesting is that she actually has bigger breasts in that version. That is a whole nother thing to unpack.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Yeah.
What do we do now?
We leave. Let's go.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the
look at
last hopes
her.
of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Don't make any unpacking jokes. Well, point taken.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Well,
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
oh, narrator, come
That's a
on.
familiar move.
Yeah.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Watch me.
Oh no, did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
But I want to.
Ride at this point.
Yeah, I like that Hero is like, smitten, take the wheel. Yeah, let's open it together with the power of our love. I hate myself right now.
Okay,
God.
yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
I like that the narrator can influence the world, but we're just more stubborn.
I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
That's still an option. You are not doing that. No!
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
I hate you too, narrator.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
This is, by the way, new. I think that goes into a new ending because I'm used to walk out and then she gets taken as the damsel. All we need to have is each other. What if we just stayed here and build a life? That's an option.
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world.
Power
All
of
we need
love.
is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it?
No.
Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
No, of course you weren't.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Yeah, but if we leave, you get snatched by the hands.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? Are we not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything.
Hello,
It's a
hello, welcome
non-answer.
in.
It can't be done.
You missed the most fucked up and weirdly mind-blowing, meta-breaking any wall route ever. Like, you need to look at the VOD later, and the third route is... wow. Trust me, it'll be better. Yeah, let's stay. Let's see what happens.
But
Yeah, you need to watch the VOD.
We would have to be here forever.
Yeah?
I don't know you.
That's an excellent point.
This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh wow, someone isn't, happy.
She doesn't seem happy about this. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us. No, it has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess. If we just say the right things. If we just showed her the contents of our heart. She'd be happy here.
Oh god, do you mean that literally? That feels like I'm cutting my heart out.
As the voice thinks it's
No!
your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest.
Smitten!
What? Oh, but I do.
Smitten! Why are you like this?
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us.
Sometimes I hate to be right. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes.
Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever.
But I can stall forever. I just don't tap the key and we're fine. Okay, let's go.
You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it. Your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
And yet, it's done, isn't it?
You know, after Opportunist's weird one-man show, I'm not asking shit anymore. Oh,
You
the
yank
noises.
violently, your bones cracking with what pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest.
Oh my god.
Loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Do we now look like the Fury and the Wild? Like with the same cracked ribs?
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
You traumatized her for eternity.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something.
Yeah, talking to her would be so much easier.
It's beautiful.
Girly Pop, what? Huh? Fuck are you talking about?
The princess, mesmerized,
Yeah,
reaches
the
towards
answer
your
is
beating
yeah.
heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Epilogue? Huh?
You're on a path in the woods.
No, we're not.
Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
Epilogue? Huh?
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue.
Wasn't for an epilogue? Yeah, that's some...
We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated.
Opportunist.
I'm sure this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle.
You know, Opportunist, after last time, I just hate you now.
And right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome!
This must be so confusing for people who's like first... they never played the game and they kind of go into that as the first route. That would be so fucking weird.
Thank you. I'm just happy to be here. Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality.
Yeah.
But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out. I'm going to describe the room now.
Yeah, thanks.
The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty.
Okay.
Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
That's interesting. We didn't use it last time and the time before. She used to kill us. Hey, there's the voice of the Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay? We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess.
Yeah, but that's like his dream version.
Is that so?
Huh.
Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
Yeah, let's approach the
You
mirror.
cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. The handle is right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like. There is no door, there's a mirror. No, there isn't.
Oh, not that again.
Now this is tricky. My eyes say there's a mirror, but my brain says there isn't one. Look, if you need help, just raise your hand, and I'll guide it where it needs to go.
Reach forward.
You reach forward.
Oh,
your
that's
hand
so
instinctively
pretty.
Wrapping around the handle. It's gone. I'm just glad we can all agree on a shared reality.
That is so fucking pretty.
And then you push the door open. Marvelous. We can proceed. It would seem
We
that the
go
stairs to
up?
the basement don't lead to a basement at all.
Upstairs?
Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
Holy shit, what
If
is
the princess lives
happening?
here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great.
The opportunities talks about his eye while the hero previously said they can't see if it's not this. Yeah, we don't believe anything Opportunist says. He's a bitch.
I'm not, but I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature.
The thing is, since that is called epilogue, did I found a shortcut to end the game without the normal ending?
Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Home?
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets.
Home?
Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice.
I'm so scared of what she is.
Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem? That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Proceed up the stairs.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches
all
bathe the room
the-
in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room.
Yeah,
The princess, seated at its far end.
yeah, that was also my question. Also, she has the knife as a pendant, and yet, is that behind her? Is that maybe smitten?
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind.
What
knocking your
is
legs out from under you.
happening?
You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Did she take our heart and now she controls the setting? Is that what's happening?
Is Isn't that better? It is better, right?
When are we supposed to... What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Yeah, can we just get up slowly?
But as you attempt to get up,
Oh.
the torches flare and shadowed hands pin your wrists to the arms of your too comfortable seat.
Lovely.
There will be no getting up. There will be no attempts to slay her. At least not for now.
Yeah, dinner?
Oh, right, dinner. I'd totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
What is this? Why is that a version of us? Oh god.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Am I ever? And look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king. Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Shit. I'm kind of tempted to see the whole happy ending through, actually.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it?
Sure.
It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Yeah, that was kinda...
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. A good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy. And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new.
Okay.
And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine, you sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste. Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and
Okay,
you're
how do we
just
break
as
that?
hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Elias, what's your plan? What you trying to do? Come on. Come on. Thank you. And now you step over the microphone arm. Very good.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you
Aye.
eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew.
Lovely.
The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating.
Yeah, I get that.
Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make.
Opportunist,
right?
shut up.
Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters,
Oh.
then goes out entirely.
Interesting.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife.
Wife? Is that what's happened?
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Oh, Jesus. I can't get up. Someone's... Okay. What did happen? I don't think it did anything wrong. I think it's just something you wanted to say. It's just a torch. Yeah.
The princess smiles nervously.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. That's just how it works here.
Huh.
We don't have to go anywhere anymore. We have everything we need. He just wants us to be happy.
He. It is Smitten. Who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
Which is... It's kind of cute that Smitten actually was like, I'm building us a happy end.
Is she talking about a real voice? Like us, but we're at the head of the table. We should be in charge. Is he more powerful than we are? Is he the thing holding us down?
Yeah. Hey, Smitten!
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
Interesting.
Giving us the cold shoulder, I see. Asserting his dominance in the power structure. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me. But he wants me to ask, isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to
Shadow's
do?
T-posing. Yeah, Shadow's T-posing to assert dominance.
He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
This isn't fair. If I could just talk to him for 2 seconds, I'm sure we could sort this out and figure out a balanced power structure that works better for everyone. But no, he's decided he's above talking to little guys like us, huh?
Do we actually have everything? Oh!
Like we've been given everything someone else has told us we wanted. But it isn't what we want.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out.
Oh,
Again, the remaining
interesting.
flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is awful.
What are you doing, Smitten?
Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realize how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have. Yeah.
Sure. Are you... Yeah, let's get into that.
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes. Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
She's being defensive. And we all know being defensive is a sign of weakness.
We need the truth. Yeah, come on.
I don't feel anything.
Yes.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
I have no idea. Don't worry about if we could do anything in the world. Whatever the shadow's been showing us isn't real. Yeah, what do you want?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
Oh!
That sounds lovely.
Oh!
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
Next torch. Yeah.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
I hate it. Slay the we can still do that. Are you okay?
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
No, it feels like an important part of me is gone. But I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Sorry, can we get up and hug her?
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Oh! Oh, Jesus. I'm not sure if No.
I don't know what this is.
I'd like to find out. Oh, yeah, come on, let's...
Me too. And I don't think we're going to find anything here. So, I guess it's time for us to leave.
Yeah.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold, a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt.
Oh, jeez. I wanted to say Eli's curled up on my lap, and I think that's very good. He's now my emotional support pet.
You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world? He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss. Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Wow! What?
Well, this is less work for us anyways. Think what you will. I'm done fighting.
Oh, now I feel bad.
You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he? No boss anymore, no one left to tell us what to do. I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
What?
The stars are so beautiful.
A quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
Oh! She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move, A soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, your arms stretched to their limits. Only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever. And
Thank you
there
for
it
taking
is.
me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
I meant it. But you don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever.
She's gone.
Wow. Need to see what's in it. You're unraveled. We're in the long quiet. One more to go. Sure.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there? This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart.
Oh, my
not mourn her.
heart.
She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Jesus. You send me back, I'm not a... yeah. Okay, last
The
one.
next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die, and this is the last run.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that...
You know what? Fuck that. Turn
Seriously?
around.
You're just going to
Yeah.
turn around and leave?
Yeah.
Do you even know where you're going?
No. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
How convenient,
Everything's
sure.
back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Nope.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's
Yep.
time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't care, I'm not killing a princess. Maybe everyone should die. It's worth forgetting for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into... Yeah, maybe everyone should
When I
die.
said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty
Careful,
large
Elias.
group to just
Thank you.
condemn to death over a single princess.
I don't...
And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
Oh, don't,
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition
Yeah, don't
or
let-
astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Bye-bye, thanks for hanging out, and yeah, don't let dinner get cold. I'm actually also getting hungry. There's no fighting as I have to go into the cabin. Oh, well, I guess I started walking a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the... Yeah.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Is that so?
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Oh, the music getting weird.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yeah, I know that path, but it's kind of fun, and I think it's a good last one.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay.
I like that the world is just, gone. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here. Oh, that's interesting.
You have already committed to a completion. You cannot go further astray.
Ooh. Yeah, I get it.
A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in
Will
her
we
power
get
to stop you
contrarian
from
on that
slaying
one?
her.
If we're stuck
Yes.
in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Maybe she isn't.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Let's keep an open mind.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture
Blade or
is a
no
plain
blade?
table.
What
Its
are we?
legs
What am I
all
supposed to do?
lengths.
Going down?
Its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table
No blade. Okay.
is a pristine blade. The blade is your... If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Or can we throw her out of the window? Sorry.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple? You can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts,
sure,
and to guide
buddy.
you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Yep. We're just going in.
The door to the basement flips open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you
Home?
get.
Yeah, sure.
Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
That is such a valid response.
Don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Yeah. Soft stairs, sure.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that.
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to
Not gonna lie, I think I need that now.
Back in confident nothingness, very struggle to move forward, consume your every thought.
Ah, now we get
Slowly
that.
lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at
I
the
like that
heart of it
those are all routes you
an
can go.
emotion that can only be described as
Are you okay?
Oh, I never did that path without a blade. I never saw the soft version of her in that context.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Oh, contrarian.
Princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
I don't have a
And
knife.
why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Can use weird, like a... Yeah, I didn't realize I was here.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
The shadows recede,
Huh.
revealing the princess's face. She's so warm and friendly.
Interesting.
It's deception. Don't buy into it.
Is it?
How strange. So, why are you here?
Oh, now we're getting,
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures, and where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
very trippy.
Can do that?
Seems like it.
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality.
Now we're not listening.
But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
We're getting the problem of we can't choose one thing anymore.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say?
Yeah, let's go.
I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
He's gone.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Nope.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
Yeah, we kinda did.
How surprisingly sincere.
You good over there?
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Damn contrarian.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's going to be okay. Well, that's it. That's our 5th princess. Yep. Approach the mirror.
This does. Yeah.
Yeah. What are we seeing? We are nothing at all. There he is! But this isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, a faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. The same broken glass she mentioned earlier when she possessed us. So you're the narrator. I've always wondered if I ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Ah, yeah. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. If I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
If you are not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
If you want me to slay her, I need to know what she actually is.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But so I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Like I said, this isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm done. Bye. Let's go on. Jesus. You've heard enough. You already know what you are. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I think the first time I played it, I actually killed her. But I think I'm going with, I mean, they're two sides of the same, in a way. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles and response and impatiently waits for you to continue. I'm the Long Quiet, but I really don't know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Well, I am unsure, actually, what to do now. Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this falling to me? That's a good, interesting question.
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
If I let you out and entire that's for good, I can't do this. If you're always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh.
Masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, and there is no end.
And there is no
There's
end.
only the flood of
There
bodies.
is only the flood
In every
of
moment you hold
bodies.
every possible
Every
sensation at
moment
once.
you
And
hold
then you
every
hold them all
possible
again.
sensation at once.
Hold them all again.
And then you hold them all again. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
Oh god. Ooh. Saw every vision of you across every reality and not every drawing breath. And then I went on. The world doesn't need you. Oh. Won't engage with violence. But I've existed with oh.
What you mistake for lecture is merely observation. I only want to help you.
Oh, is that so?
You can vainly struggle against me. Or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find our freedom. A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things we do for us?
There was a mockery of a life we shared. There was agony. I never want to hold the word still, but
And dance with me again, and we'll never have to stop. What once was one, then was two.
asshole.
And then was one again.
This
You
one.
gave me shelter when you burned mine down, and then you struck another match. I pulled you from the ruins, and then we built a life. What once was one, then was one again. The peace didn't last.
Huh.
The worm in your heart came for us.
The worm in your heart.
It took
Interesting.
You from me, but you took me with you. And together we both left. What once was one, then was two, and also one again. You and I are bound together. To rid yourself of me would be to leave yourself forever incomplete.
This is unfortunately correct. You know what? Let's go just get the Seppi shit.
Leave with me.
'Cause I have no idea what happens if we don't fight her. Stop fighting. Yeah. What happens then?
Nothing brings me greater joy.
Through
than to
conflict
hear
we
those
craft
words.
meaning. Interesting.
Eternal peace lies with you.
Free yourself. What is happening? You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumbled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. I can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield. Okay. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. What is happening? You are free and she's with you.
It's magnificent.
Are we just breaking everything? There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. Yeah, color is grass. That is grass growing. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Okay, step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. Through conflict in its nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only new beginnings. Oh, that's... Okay. That is such an interesting ending. Oh my god. That was an interesting run. Huh. I am still not over what happened in the third run. Our song finished the game, yeah. I like that we get our own... You also unlocked the gallery. You can access... Oh, there's a gallery? Main menu. No. Continue, load game, memories. Oh! The hero and the princess. The spaces, the woods, the cabins. It's you. You've grown, you've withered. You're nothing at all, the narrator. Oh! Find the nightmare, the prisoner, the tower, the... Oh, because it's a pristine cut, I actually don't have all of them. The end of everything. Finish the game. Find the good gods for... Oh, there are so many options. But yeah, the adversary, the specter, the beast, the witch, the stranger, the... The happily ever after, the wild, the princess and the dragon and the... Oh, this is cool. Oh my god. But that... I'm done. I did it. Oh, there's so much more to find in that game. This is also one of the games you can just play a fucking 1,000 times. Holy shit. Well, that was it. I didn't plan to play that long, but I also know how long that game is, so thanks for holding out. I will immediately publish the VOD here, because I don't know when I will upload it to YouTube, but so you have access to it for the shit you missed. Thanks for stopping by and going on that trip. Like, Jesus, yeah, that VOD actually. You should watch the VOD, because a lot of things happened. And I am now tired and I'm hungry, so I will make that short and say I see you on Wednesday for a little co-working. By the way, I have a Discord you can actually look into and join us. The new schedule is already out on socials and on the Discord. So that's that. And yeah, the only other game that will be played this week is actually on Saturday, where Hase plays Portal and I will watch. We will have the Epic Watch Along on Sunday, and the rest of the week will unfortunately be a lot of co-working because I have shit to do. Unfortunately. That will also means that we will finish Cosmic Weird Sisterhood next week also. So I'm sorry for that pause, but it didn't work out otherwise. Other than that, thank you very much. I think I don't have anyone to raid into right now. I mean, I could send you to another person who also plays say the princess. Oh, that's an idea actually. Is there anyone else who's playing right now who might think that's cool? Oh yeah. Noelle is the name, and we're doing the smallest little snack raid. How does that sound? We're doing that. Yeah, we're raiding over. Just saying hi, doing a little snack raid. I think that's fun. I need to get more into the actual raiding aspect of things. So, yeah, let's say hi. And I see you guys on... hopefully, Wednesday. Bye-bye.